Chào mừng các bạn đã quay trở lại với channel của The IELTS Workshop. Mình là Thế Quang và các bạn đang đến với một tập mới của The Exam Room. Và chúng ta cùng bắt đầu thôi nào. So welcome to the speaking test. Now we're gonna start with part 1. Let's talk about work and study. So what work do you do? So currently I'm an IELTS teacher in Hanoi and I've been teaching for around 3.5 years now. And the job has both pros and cons, I must say, but generally I love my job. Do you like your job? There will be many rewarding aspects when it comes to teaching English. The first of which would be that I have the chance to meet a lot of students, mostly in high school. So as you can imagine, they are very active and very funny actually. So I get to share with them a lot of things other than English. Another thing that I love about my job is that I am the person who helps them to achieve their goal. As right now in Vietnam, the IELTS test is of paramount importance when it comes to applying to their favorite college or university. What technology do you use at work? The first thing that comes to mind would be my laptop, because I usually design slides so that I could have more, visual aids for my student so they can follow the lesson easier. Besides, I also use a projector or a TV to really project what I design on the slides so that the students can all follow the lesson fluently. Who helps you the most and how? The person who is the most helpful to me is actually one of my old friends. He is a teaching assistant at the center, and he sometimes pretends to be a student so that he can, give me some feedback on, the pace that I teach or about the content of the lesson. So I think he has been really helpful. Now let's move on to part 2. In this part, you will have 1 minute to prepare and 2 minutes to talk. I want you to describe something you had to share with others. Today I would like to talk about an incident where I had to share something valuable with my friend. It was a pair of Samsung Buds Pro, which is a pair of wireless earphones, which I lent to my friend while we were learning online last year. And this was a unique experience both for me and my friends, so that's what comes to mind when I read this question. So the item that I had to share was, like I said, a pair of wireless earphones, and I purchased them around 2 years ago. And I was quite proud of their sound quality and comfort. So I shared it with one of my friends who had forgotten to bring his own earphones for our online class. He was quite stressed about it at the time because he wasn't being able to participate in the class, and he was super worried that he would miss out on important information. I decided to share my earphones because, first of all, I felt bad for him. I knew how important it was to have the right equipment for an online class, especially on Zoom, and I didn't want him to miss out on the learning experience. Additionally, I felt that it was the right thing to do at that time and that I should help him in any way I could. At first, I was a bit hesitant, to be honest, to share my earphones with him as they were brand new and quite valuable to me. They were priced at around $200 at the time. However, when I saw the relief on his face and how grateful he was for my help, I felt happy and content. I felt great to be able to help someone in need, and it made me realize that it is important for a person to share and being there for others. All in all, sharing my Samsung Buds Pro with my classmate was a unique and valuable experience. It taught me, the importance of being there for my friends and help those who are in need. It also made me realize the value of sharing and how it can bring people closer together. And that's all. Now let's move on to the last part of the test. I'm gonna ask you some questions related to part 2. Do you think kids like to share? And why? Children tend to have different perspective when it comes to sharing. I mean, some may enjoy it, while others may feel a bit hesitant or possessive of their belongings. I mean, those who are more inclined to share may have developed a sense of, I would say, generosity or even empathy towards others. They may also feel a sense of satisfaction or joy when they see their friends being happy. Conversely, some of the children might be a bit reluctant to share because they feel that the possession or the item is like a sort of comfort or security and may struggle to understand the importance of sharing. How can parents teach their children to share? I think there are many ways. First of all, encourage their children to share by setting a positive example themselves. This can involve sharing their own possessions, giving to charity, or participating in voluntary activities in the community. Second of all, parents can also praise and reward their children for sharing while teaching them the importance of doing so. Encouraging children to maybe play cooperative games or engaging in similar activities can also help them to develop a sense of teamwork and collaboration. How do you think is the benefit of sharing for children? Sharing can have numerous benefits for children, in my opinion. First of all, it can help them develop social skills, empathy, and cooperation while fostering a sense of community and belonging. So, for example, when they study at school, when they do like a group work, they can do the work faster and more effectively when they work with their friends. Children who share may also experience greater satisfaction and happiness once they have accomplished their goals. And they know how to appreciate the joy of giving and contributing to others. And why is it important to share food with others during a celebration? During celebration, sharing food can be beneficial in many ways. It can help to promote a sense of community and togetherness while fostering connections and friendships between individuals. I mean, when you share food, you have the opportunity to share stories as well, and maybe you can strike a conversation with strangers. Additionally, sharing food can be a way of showing hospitality and even generosity towards others while promoting cultural exchange and understanding. In some cultures, sharing food is also seen as a way of honoring ancestors and loved ones, or as a way of expressing gratitude and appreciation. And that is the end of the speaking test. Thank you. Và đó chính là mô phỏng của bài speaking test ngày hôm nay. Mình rất mong các bạn có thể áp dụng các kiến thức mà các bạn đã học vào các bài test thi thật của các bạn. Bye!